Hello, my friends. Hello, and welcome to Photigy Critique and Review on Thursdays. I'm your host, Alex Koloskov. How you guys doing? How's everyone? How's everything? Are you ready to start? If you hear me well, if you see me well, please post plus sign and we'll be good to go. We have a few submissions, so it will be relatively short talk today. And we'll get back to other tasks. I hope you have a lot to do. Recently I have too much to do. Okay, Liisa, Joseph, Norm, hello, and thank you for letting me know. So, let's go. This is the last one, this review, so we have this one from Ahmed. Ahmed, you have video of lighting stuff, which is kind of good. Oh, Liisa. Yes. Yeah, assignments. So, yes, today. Yeah, Jen was telling me. But I was too busy. Sorry about that. So, let's go. By the way, Liisa, you can always submit like Richie did, or for example, it's yours. Okay, so you can always submit here. It's basically, it doesn't matter where I'm gonna review it, but yeah, if you see that it's too late, I'm not reviewing on the certification program, just post it here, just tell, hey Alex, this is from the assignment, whatever, and I think it may be faster. Okay, so we have this series of shots from Ahmed, and it's pretty cool set. Lots of propping, lots of things was done. As you can see, it's like a landscape with all kind of stuff, and composition is the most important here. Lighting is rather simple. We have one like a floodlight, somewhere on top, and then I think there is another light. 1 second, where is it? So yes, so softbox on the camera side, and then we have what else do we have? Yeah, we have another light opposite to softbox, this one. Okay, so relatively simple. This is kind of sharp light. The other light is soft. Hello, Ahmed. And the results. So what I can tell, Ahmed, it's all good. I don't have any, issues. I like a little bit more contrast. But probably you want to make it bright. This is the idea, and this is what you agreed with your client, so it looks good. We don't see much of the actual food. It's relatively small, right? But since it's relatively simple food like truffles, okay, then this little thingy with I think it's some sort of like a smoothie or whatever with fruits, and like this. So I think it's really good way to showcase product like this. The product that by itself doesn't look really sexy. It's simple products, and if you shoot them just alone or in a white background, it doesn't look good. So this one will catch attention. This is great for placement on banners, on windows, on whatever of this business. So good job. I don't have anything to critique here in a wrong way. In not wrong way, in negative way. So yeah, it's done well. The combination of soft and sharp light is perfect. So we have shadows, we have definition. We can always make shadows a little bit more deep if we dim down the big light, the soft light, the fill light, or do opposite. And yeah, for this, for mostly matte surfaces, this is the best. And that sharp light that we have, that Ahmed had, is great for creating highlights on glossy things. So yeah. Hello, Frederick. Welcome to our webinar. So yeah. Ahmed, thank you. Good work. Frederick, focus and rail. Yeah, it's something new. I hope it's, relatively, I mean, it's not stiff, because, with focus and rail, I have these two problems that kind of on opposite sides. If it's, if either it's too flimsy when you kind of, if it's not a motorized one, you rotate it and it's kind of camera a little bit, changing its position slightly, which is really bad for focus stacking. Or it's too stiff. I have one from, I forgot the brand. The really good one, but it's so stiff to rotate. When I rotate it this way, I can kind of move a little bit, the head, the whole head where a camera is connected to that rail. So anyway, it's cool stuff for you to learn. Okay, next one. By the way, Liisa, do you have more like this on your submission for certification? Is it just one bottle or it's more? Let me know. Richie. Okay, a rule of third and everything. Cool. So well done, Richie. It's good. The subject looks good. I like those nice soft gradients and reflections. I think it's not glossy. I think, right? It's some sort of like a semi-glossy. This is why it's like this. If it's glossy, then it's wrong. But I think it's not super glossy. It's interesting. Here you have a better gradient than here. Wondering why? You soften it in Photoshop. Because look at this. I like these type of gradients when they contrast. Here you have way more smooth one. I don't know why. Okay, Liisa, I got it. So yeah, I'm gonna review it personally. I mean, not here. I mean the rest. Okay. Richie, did you try? Okay, so it was hanged like this, so it's not on table. Okay, because when I look at this, for me it looks like it's almost laying down on a table at some sort of like really high angle of the camera. And I was thinking, hey, why don't you create a spot on the background to separate even more? But you have a good separation from black, because you have edge lights. And yeah, it looks good. Okay, this is why you have gradient like that, like this. This way you won't create much gradient, right? Because it's just very little difference in distance between the top and the bottom. And this way you would have a good gradient, I mean contrast. But if I would be in your studio, I would try to, like get closer to the diffuser and rotate it so it's like, how you call it, classic way of creating gradients. You just make your strip box, angle it to the diffuser, and it will be sharp cut off line because you almost touching with one side of the diffuser of the strip box, the diffuser, and well, it will be a little bit more contrast like on that the picture, like here. But again, if you like it soft, that's fine because, well, it looks soft. It looks good too with soft stuff. Okay. So, good job, Richie. Good job. There is not much I can add what you did because it's done well. Thank you. Okay, Liisa. It's funny that I think this is exactly the same. The sunscreen. No, it wasn't. Maybe it was the screen. So it was a long time ago when I was shooting this lessons for certification, but this one looks very similar. No, it's similar. It's not the same. Okay. Yeah, now I remember. Similar to what I have in the course. So, Liisa, I can tell you that it's done very well. I love those gradients, and you know how well you position them, symmetry and everything. Super cool. This like an issue with this spot that you have in the middle. For me, it was two. I mean, the similar spot, similar idea, because the camera is not really low, and inevitably it will reflect camera, you know, the lens and the area around the camera. And when we decide not to highlight it, it looks like this. I mean, talking about the area that's surrounding the camera, because we can do gradient opposite, right? If it will be U-shaped diffuser, we can highlight center and then it will fall off to the edges. You did like I showed you. So, yeah, I see. So what? The only way to 1 second. Let me read the whole thing. Okay, I understand. Yeah, about moving lights behind. So what happens, Liisa? In general, it's all about that low reflection, and basically you you play with it. So you have subject. Let's imagine that this is your subject, right? I am the camera. Okay, I am the camera, and you have positioned your diffusers like this, right? And then you have somewhere here your strip boxes creating gradients, touching those diffusers. But you see, because you have opened it like that, the reflection from these guys, they're not really on the edge of the subject. To make it to the edge, you need to move it really farther away, and you don't have such large diffusers. I don't know, did you try, you would see, did you try to move your diffusers like this? Look at, just think, this is area where it reflects. We're looking at this. It's like a very sharp angle, and it comes, so it grabs the area at the edges. They grab the area really like almost behind the subject. But your diffuser is not there, right? They a little bit open it, so this is why it moves towards the center. The reflections that cut off line moves towards the center a little bit. Of the subject, move to the center and away from the edges. So if you would close it, it will move the same, you know, position, the same distance, but just close it. It will be on the edges, more closer to the edges. Yes, you will see, most likely you will see these diffusers in the frame, but since there is nothing except subject, it's okay to have the stuff in a frame. You just crop it out, right? So this is what I would do if you want to have it really on the edge. I know there is not such big diffuser, so you close it, okay? They changed, it changed, but I mean, how little, I mean, it's not magic. You understand, to get the reflection, to catch it, you just need to have something there. If you don't have it, if you don't have room, if you cannot close more, you know, size of your diffusers, this is fine. I mean, it's not an issue the way that you did, because you have these dark edges and the background is brighter, so it's completely fine. Really, it's not an issue. It's not you made it well. But again, you still can do better if you close it, because you see, I see lots of room around. Imagine that your diffusers will be somewhere on the distance like that. It will be tiny black reflection on the edges, which is perfect, exactly what you need. It's harder to get rid of this center one, okay? To completely eliminate those lines in the middle, you need to use different diffuser. So you, instead of making those two diffusers and then cover the area, the frontal area, you need to have smooth curved diffuser, basically U-shaped diffuser. If you do U-shaped with the hole for the lens, it will be no lines, okay? It will be no vertical lines, because it will be just, you know, the surface that goes all the way around. This is the only way. The second way is Photoshop. You just try to smooth these lines out in Photoshop. I mean, it's up to you what you want to do. Either way, of course, more professionally is to have that kind of diffuser that goes around, U-shaped. You can do it yourself, or you can order it. Yeah. And Frederick, about understand the reflection, reading the reflection, use that flashlight rule. When you have flashlight, small spot from it, you do live view on the camera or look through the viewfinder, better do live view, and then just move this spot around your studio just to see where you get in reflection. For example, in this case, Liisa, if Liisa will create a spot over here, okay, on a background, just like a bright spot, she will see that it will be reflection on the really edge of this bottle. Okay, container, not the bottle, right? And then she'll understand, okay, I need something on that place where I have the spot. This is how you calculate your reflections. You remember it, right, Frederick? So, good job, Liisa. Yeah, I'll review the rest, but I can anticipate really good work from you, because this done very well. Believe me, not many photographers on certification program can do that clean and nice work. And you shoot from the bottom, right? You already corrected perspective distortion, so it's not like that. It's straight, at least from what I see. You can always do more creative background, you know, spots and stuff, but for certification program, for learning the reflection, the art of, you know, creating good gradients and reflections, this is completely fine. So thank you, very good work. Yeah. Yeah, play with your diffusers. Basically, Liisa, if you make this edge reflection 2 times smaller, 2 times thinner, it will be perfect. We need to have that reflection, just make it 2 times less. Okay. Paul. Hello, Paul. Okay. So for website and for more creative stuff, this is how you shoot it. Yeah, cool idea of getting this reflection. So all these little gemstones highlighted. You have gradients on your metal, which is good. This side slightly less, you know, doesn't have much gradient. I would make it brighter though, you know, slightly more light. This is cool. You see, left light, I like left side way more than right, just because of the gradient. If you create gradient on the right side, it will be wow. Okay. Oh, guys, what is going on? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So with Liisa, we understand what I was talking about, right? Yeah, I don't need to repeat it because you've been looking. So with Paul, Thank you, Frederick. Yeah, no, I switched it. So yeah, I was talking about different reflections on the sides. Left side looks better than the right. Talking about metal, because of the gradient, you see yourself, right? This just almost like flat. If you just make it large, it's almost like flat looking thing. This is way beautiful in my opinion. So cool idea to place this reflector to catch sparkles and stuff on little gemstones. Very well done. But yeah, ideally brighter metal, especially this part. It should be brighter. But again, this is as is, so let's see what will be on. Liisa, you know how to make that U-shaped thingy, the reflector? What you can do, you can have such diffuser with the hole on the frame and bend that frame. It's not a good idea if you have just few that should be flat, but basically when you bend it like U-shape, it will be what you need. The only problem that it will be small. You need to have way wider diffuser to bend it this way. What I did, I don't know you guys, sorry, I go a little bit to do it yourself. So metal rods, no, they have, how do they call it? Metal rods, no? Okay, anyway, I bought it Home Depot. And it was just that thin metal rod, like a long one, and then I welded frame from it, or you can ask welder, and then you bend it, and here you go. It's like perfect thing. No, it's not curtain. No. It just metal rods that you made a frame for your diffuser. You just weld it like rectangular and with size that you need, and then you can make like fix the corners with additional reinforcements rods, like on diagonal on the corners, so it may be less flimsy. Again, it's welding, and then you bend it as a U shape, then you put your diffuser, the material, savage plastic like this, and boom, it's really great diffuser. Do it yourself. You can do a lot with it. Okay, so we have it's like that. So yeah, this idea that what they have behind here, but like larger, on the way larger scale, with the hole for the lens in the middle. Yeah. I don't know, Paul, why you did it? Because you see, this is just reflectors, not diffusers on both sides. The diffuser is on the camera, on the very left, right? I would really put diffusers here instead of reflectors, larger diffusers, and create gradients on them. Of course, you need more lights and more diffusers. Okay, so for this one, same what as I told you before. It looks better, you cleaned it. The right side, it's not as good as the left one. Again, you didn't catch it. This one probably was facing that camera diffuser. This is why we have light here. This one was facing that reflector, that flat cardboard reflector that you had. This is why it doesn't look sexy. And another thing, I'm not sure how your client like it or not, but it's a good idea on a white background to create artificial shadow or reflection or shadow. It depends how. If is it like a matte background, then you make a shadow. If it's glossy, then you make like slight reflection in Photoshop. So basically, it's placing it on a surface. Placing the subject on the surface is, well, It's always good, beside floating. And you see here, I would move to get camera slightly higher angle. It's fine like this, but I think it may benefit. Not sure, but slightly, you know, like 10-degree up. If you'll see a little bit more on top, a little bit, could be better. But if your client likes it, then it's fine. Yeah. So when you place it, I think it will look better if you'll have some reflection or shadow. Yeah, Liisa, you can find someone who will weld things for you. Usually there are many local welders, or friends, because like I think it's super easy for men, especially for men, because what I did is this. I'll show you again. You're probably not going to do this, but it's super easy. Welding machine. Welding machine, something like. So I bought things like this, very very similar to this, but not with rod, but with the wire. So like that one. What I can tell you, it's super easy to operate it. It's like glue gun, almost. It fits the little wire. You just press it, boom 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 there. And since it's not much of the welding, it's almost anyone can do it who has such machine or can learn a little bit. It's called IGBT things. A MIG welder, MIG. It has that little wire that it feeds automatically. It's automatic speed and everything. You don't need to think about holding it kind of too correctly. It's forgiving. And in your household, of course, most likely it should be somebody who can do it, but it's super cool device. Now I can fix lots of things at home that otherwise will be thrown away. Metal, you just glue metal. Okay. So Raphael, I'll get back to your question in a moment. So Paul, you got it right. Slightly higher, better reflection, and try to put shadow. I think it will benefit. Okay. Good job, and congratulations that you have how many pieces? 32 pieces to shoot. Nice. Okay. Anish. Hello, Anish. Anish doesn't have this lighting schemas. Okay, but thank you for supplying at least this. It will help to beginners for sure. And actually, now I can understand better. Lots of things going on. Cover here, cover there, 2 covers. Okay. And lights. For jewelry, more lights is better. If you have like 5-6 lights in your possession, this is great. Okay, first question. In Liisa's photo, could we take 2 shots, one of them using the strip boxes illuminated the wall to reflect the final edge of the object? I see. Yes, we can always do the multiple shots, but just strip boxes won't be good. If you will create and it will be really bright reflection from bare strip box, I don't think it will be good. You need to have gradient. So Liisa did it well, really well. It's just a matter of where those diffusers will be placed behind. I don't think that strip boxes next to the wall will work. If you can create those gradient on a wall, which is possible, but it will be kind of opposite direction from the outside to inside. Well, you can try. But the main idea, we need to have gradient, not direct stuff. Okay, back to Anish. Anish, good work. On black, it looks really super bright. It's interesting. You have this, this side a little bit brighter than this one. I don't think it's an issue. Maybe I would try to kind of highlight a little bit more again, Photoshop these gemstones, because you see they kind of on a gray side. So the right side is slightly darker. I would say it's a little bit too dark to be, diamonds. But since it's in a black, it's kind of forgiving. The whole composition looks really good. But yeah, I would play a little bit more. And the same for these guys. You see, compare these top, for example, top gemstones. They look really, really good. They bright. They have, sharp edges. They look super cool. Even though this is low resolution image. If you would do the same here, it will look better because this is too dark. Why you don't see it? You see, metal is shiny. It's more shiny than those diamonds or whatever gemstones. No, the diamond should be brighter. They should be sparkly. Sparkly diamond. Diamonds are girls' best friends. And the ring, ring looks good. Bright reflections and stuff. It's small. Again, more brightness on your diamonds. Very good work. Yeah, same here. Yeah, very good looking jewelry. But look at this. It's a little bit too dark. Your gemstones are darker than, in some cases, than surrounded metal. It should be bright. It should be brighter. It's just a Photoshop work. You have perfect image. You don't need to reshoot. It's all there. It's just a matter of sitting you and doing. You can do dodge and burn. Dodging this with the brush, or you can do selections and then just change adjust brightness and contrast and sharpness and everything. If you just make selection for all these dark gemstones, it's up to you. But it can be done in Photoshop. This reflection, guys, look at this. This is make big difference when we have stuff placed on black surface, but then black surface reflects the light. Like this one, the glossy one. It reflects light that is somewhere on a background on top, and it looks amazingly good. Don't forget about this. If you have the table, try to catch reflection from something behind the spotlight, because it makes big difference. Whatever you place on the table, if it will be spot under the subject, this is super cool. But spot, not flat light. Okay. Yeah, this is spot. Top light is what I think was causing that reflection on the table. Yeah, grid, screen from right bottom light. Yeah, you see there is no soft boxes. It's all spotlights and diffusers. This is how we should do Rolito. Just lots of diffusers. Well, not lots, like 4. Okay. Cool. Thank you, Anish. Very, very good work. Why I have seen this? Okay. Okay, for product packaging. Oh, this is the steam iron or steamer, how you call it. Nice and solid work. Yeah, nice and solid work. What I can tell, Anish, it's good. In terms of lighting, there is not much glossy stuff, and whatever is reflecting, it reflects well. You have lights on both sides. Yeah, this is good too. Nothing much for these boxes. The only thing that I wouldn't rotate it this way. The first one is good, the left one. This one, it's almost symmetrical, so I would rotate it slightly more. Because, or is it how I perceive it? So rule of thirds, you know, for the position of the box. Oh, actually, no, it's not the same, but it's a little bit less rotated. At least subjectively looking, I did measure it. So yeah, maybe rotate it slightly more. But this is good. I mean, it's up to you. Yeah, Liisa, you see how close the diffusers, you know, lights inside the frame. Basically, they all inside frame. But since this is vertical subject, that's fine. If you would do something similar to your container for that sunscreen, you will get what you need, really. Don't afraid to put stuff inside the frame if it's not, you know, spilling much light inside the lens. This is not. It looks perfectly well. So, Anish, good work. Thank you. And the last one, Raphael. Practicing reflections. Nice. Well, I can tell. Huh, it's interesting. Is it me or... It looks like the left glass is larger than the right one. Maybe that's perception, maybe not. Yeah, looks like it is. Yeah, it's funny. I'm not sure why. Yes, Liisa, cropping is good. Cropping is our friend. Yeah. So, Raphael, very cool idea. And, you know, symmetry is nice, almost nice. You know, this one is slightly, but I mean, it's here in the middle, here is not in the middle. This is how life it is. Cool, I love this, you know, this left and right. So, yeah, very nice. And nice reflection, like Liisa wanted to have the reflection on this glass. Liisa, you see, at the very edge. Basically, it's similar shape. So, how it was done? We don't see exact. Oh, so it was done like this. So if there is no other light, this is why we have that perfect reflection. Because the gradient behind everything. Yeah. So it's just a one light. Interesting why we have such bright reflection on the left one, on the left glass, but don't have anywhere else. That's kind of, so something is a little bit different from what you have supplied here. I don't know, Raphael, it looks like. Okay, looks like we're done. So any questions for me, guys? If not, I'll be off to reviewing Liisa's assignment, and actually not only Liisa, but whoever submitted it. But guys, everyone who posted here, very well done work. It's a pleasure, was a pleasure to review it. Yeah, agree, Liisa, about green. Let's see the green. Yeah, you can probably, especially this one, I agree with Liisa. You can make it, Anish, you can make it brighter. This one, This, well, probably a little bit brighter, but not too much because we have already reflection. Okay. Raphael asking, what does it take to make a post on Photigy? Well, you can contact us with the behind the scene or with the material that you want to be posted, and we'll post it. So it works like this: we're looking for interesting content from photographers, behind the scene, beautiful shots, and we post it. So it's like win-win situation. We have cool content and we promoting photographers. The Photigy growing fast. We have more than 100,000, and now it's maybe, closing to 110. I would expect by the end of the year we'll have probably around 200,000 followers there. The real people. We don't do any other than posting, so it's like it's organic, and it will be good boost. So if you have something cool, reach to admin@photigy.com. Or, simplest way, you post it on your account on Instagram and tag Photigy, Photigy, right? And most likely we'll get back to you. Yeah, I have our manager. She's constantly looking for mentions and for good content. Okay, guys. Excuse me. It was a pleasure talking to you. Thank you for submissions. Have a good rest of your week. And it's actually pretty hot in California. It would be like 90 Fahrenheit, which is almost the summer these days. So maybe beach time, we'll see. Ocean is cold though, but I'm swimming. I swim with pleasure. Okay, guys, see you next Thursday. Goodbye.